In this episode, I want to talk about being worthy of healing. If you find yourself falling back into the same kind of unhealthy patterns over and over again, maybe binge eating or eating things that you know don't make you feel good, you may want to watch this. So this has been an incredibly rough week for us. We found out earlier this week that we have to put our dog down next week, and so it's been one of the roughest weeks I've ever had. And it's a long story, but he basically has a disease and an infection, and he bit someone, and it's just not gonna, there's no miracle I don't think that can happen. So he's done, and he's my little baby, so it's been incredibly hard. But the reason I record this video is not because I want sympathy or anything like that. It's because the good thing that has come out of this week, or that I've noticed that has come out of this week, is that I've actually eaten perfectly. I don't want to say you eat badly or perfectly or whatever it is, but typically in times like this, I resort to eating all kinds of crap. I would go and I would eat desserts and go get lattes or mochas, and just spend the whole time burying myself in food, because that's always been my comfort kind of thing. And I think if you recall, this past summer I was really struggling with wanting to have corn all the time, and so I could not seem to stop myself from doing that, even though corn specifically and dairy seemed to make me sick, but I couldn't stop. But the thing is, this past summer, the other thing that happened was I was really working on everything behind the scenes with me, my limiting beliefs, things from my past that have kind of been holding me back. Things like, I'm 6 feet tall, and growing up I was always the tallest in all my classes. Boys were here and I was here, and if I would go to a dance at middle school, they would run away screaming because, well, not really, but they would not say yes and everything, just because I was so tall and so awkward, and I had no confidence, and my self-confidence just got worse and worse as I got older. I think just starting there, and then just getting, just all kinds of stuff, kids, how they make fun of you and all these things, and just my confidence wasn't there. And I've been able to get that back up slightly over the years, but it wasn't until the summer that I really started to feel a lot better, because I would really go back and think about these incidents of the kids making fun of me and everything, and trying to understand why that's holding me back, why I was so upset about it, and telling myself that, hey, that happened 20, 30 years ago. Why am I so worried about it? That was one incident. Those kids probably have no idea who I am. It wasn't they were trying to ruin my life. They were just being kids, as kids are, and judgy and everything like that. And why am I letting that hold me back? Why am I still carrying that story with me? And I've done a lot of work, trying to find all of these little incidents. I remember one time when I was in 6th grade, we'd kind of merged schools, all the elementary schools merged together. And so that was really when the popular kids started to come out kind of thing. And the people that I deemed popular were making fun of me because I had dry eyes, and I'd be like this all the time. And it was so hard and crushing to me that these kids who I thought were the greatest, for whatever reason, were doing this to me. And so I carried these stories with me for so long. And because I did, every time I would face any sort of hardship, whether it is my mom's death, or my dog, having to put my dog down my last dog, or just, anything hard, stress, whatever, I would resort to going to food. And I would resort to the food that I knew. And because I'm celiac, I couldn't go back to the gluten, but I would go back to other things that I knew were bad for me, but didn't necessarily make me as sick as gluten, and stuff like corn and whatever. And so working through these things that I went in my past, and realizing I'm so much more worthy and better than I thought of myself, has really helped me understand that I want to be healthy. I want to not eat these things, because why would I put them in my body and make myself not feel well? And having that confidence is priceless, because now I can just look at this food that I don't want to put in my body and just say, no, thank you. And this whole week, even I've like been bawling my eyes out and just so sad and so much in grief, I've been able to just still eat vegetables and all of the things that are gonna make me healthy, because I can kind of separate them and not be like, well, just because I feel sad, do I have to eat stuff that's gonna make me feel disgusting? I don't need to bring myself down. So I just wanted to record this video because I know with autoimmune disease, it's so hard sometimes. Like, I mean, with anybody, it's like everybody's got baggage. Everybody's got limiting beliefs, things that are coming from their past. And sometimes I think we all just don't even think we're worthy of healing. And I mean, like for me, I could go through periods of AIP, I could go through periods of Whole30 and all this stuff, but I would always fall off the wagon or whatever you want to call it, because at some point in time I would get too busy, too sad or whatever, and feel like I'm not worthy and just let myself get sick again. And it's not a good place to be. So I'm hoping like that everything that I've done over this summer has really kind of helped me get over that, and so that I'll just remain in a place where I'm going to be healthy and feel worthy of being healthy for the rest of my life. I mean, time will tell, but I mean, we've had several stressful situations over the last few months, and I've been able to get through them without food as my crutch or my comfort. And then this is kind of like the worst thing that I can think of at the moment. And I know there are worse things, but like this is pretty bad. And if I still haven't gone back to it, then I feel pretty confident that I should be able to continue. So I know a lot of you go through this and that you use something as a crutch for like the pain that you suffer, whether it's like grief or stress or whatever, and whether it's you use food that maybe doesn't make you feel well, or money, which I still need to work on because I went shopping this morning. But just, you know, anything. Maybe picking fights with your spouse or whatever it is because you don't feel like you are worth it. Maybe you are overweight because you want to hide because you don't think you're worth being seen. I don't know what particular thing it is for you, but I want to let you know that you are worthy. You are worthy of getting over these things, of healing from your autoimmune disease, at least the symptoms, putting them in the remission, of feeling better, of losing weight, of just being happy. You are worthy. There is no reason whatsoever that you are not worthy. And I want you to know that. And if you need like some resources, like what I actually used this summer to help with me, I did manifestationbabe.com. It's Catherine Zankina. She's been instrumental in really helping me like dig deep into the things that have gotten me like to where I was, to kind of understand why I have been holding back. And Gabby Bernstein at gabbybernstein.com. Her stuff's been really helpful. I took her Finally Full course, which I recommend if you are open-minded about some spiritual stuff and really kind of like want to understand that you are really worthy of being healthy and not stuffing your face and not eating foods that are bad for you. A tip for that is if you want to take her course, sign up for her Miracle membership, because I think that's like $19 a month, and then you get half off on the Finally Full course. So just so you know that. But no, I thought that was really great. And then some of the meditations that she have like really just kind of help you lean into that resistance that you feel against getting healthier, feeling great, or whatever it is. So I hope this wasn't too rambly. Like I couldn't go into any other sort of topics today. It's just, I don't know. It's been, like I said, it's been a rough week, but I want you to understand that you are worthy too, and that you can get through this, and no matter what the circumstances are, you can be healthy and happy too. You are deserving of it. You are worthy. Much love to you guys.